based on the totality of the evidence, DNA, everything I've talked about, that is consistent with that happening with a reasonable degree of scientific certainty. That is what happened.
Well, stunning testimony today in Karen Read's murder retrial. An accident reconstructionist called by the prosecution said on the stand that Read struck John O'Keefe with her SUV. Now, his testimony was quickly stricken from the record by Judge Beverly Cannoni. Now, Dr. Judson Welcher is expected to be the prosecution's final witness before it rests. The prosecution is hoping his testimony will help convince the jury that Read did, in fact, hit O'Keefe. Our NBC 10's John Maroney joining us live from Dedham with the very latest from the courtroom. John.
Priscilla, the state's traffic expert says based on his analysis, Karen Read hit John O'Keefe with her SUV. That is something that she vehemently denies.
You have this jump in engine RPMs and a very dramatic jump in the reported speed of the vehicle.
An accident reconstruction expert and key witness for the state says Karen Read's SUV was traveling in reverse at more than 23 miles per hour when Norfolk County prosecutors say she hit John O'Keefe.
Up here, she's on the brake. Down here, she's not on the brake. And so she's not on the brake and at 74% throttle.
Do you recall that at all, Karen?
No, because it didn't happen.
The 45-year-old has pleaded not guilty to hitting her boyfriend with her vehicle and leaving him to die in a blizzard. Judson Welcher looked at data from Read's SUV as well as O'Keefe's phone to pinpoint the time of the incident. He acknowledged the clock in O'Keefe's phone was moved ahead 21 to 29 seconds to sync up with the clock in the SUV.
It matches the window of the cell phone data for Mr. O'Keefe that puts it in front of 34 Fairview.
Read bumped O'Keefe's SUV in his driveway. The defense says that's when her taillight cracked. Welcher says his analysis using lasers doesn't show that.
That impact did not break or crack that taillight.
Is that your opinion?
That's my opinion. That's me showing.
Welcher bought an SUV identical to Read's and recreated O'Keefe's alleged impact with her vehicle, demonstrating for the jury how the taillight may have caused the injuries to his right arm. He also used a crash test dummy to show how O'Keefe may have fallen backwards and hit his head.
He backed up into himself at 2.2 or something miles per hour, so he tried to dress identically to John, but didn't do anything else to mimic what the Commonwealth is accusing me of.
Now the state's traffic expert will be back on the stand tomorrow. It should be another long day for him because cross-examination hasn't even started yet. Well, I've been Dedham, John Maroney, NBC 10 Boston.